Dear visitor, read your chart. This channel is designed to help you do so. By doing so, you'll be able to decipher your own chart's hidden meanings and live your life to the fullest. If you want to learn more about astrology and comprehend the hidden science in plain and straightforward words, please subscribe. In this video, we'll discuss the impact of the Sun on the Leo Ascendant in various houses of your natal chart. A Leo Ascendant indicates that the number 5 is stated in your first house, as shown. Let's talk about what your chart indicates if the Sun is in a Leo Ascendant's first house. This individual advances in life by using authority. This person demands to be treated royally. His greatest grievance will be if he or his words are disregarded. They seek acknowledgement. They want concentration and desire to command attention. It is preferable for these folks to work for themselves rather than for others, particularly because of this reason. Due to their strong egos, taking commands from others is not their cup of tea. However, if enough effort is put forward, this position can also bring immense reputation, particularly during the Sun Mahadasha. Now, let's talk about what your chart indicates if the Sun is in a Leo Ascendant's second house. It demonstrates how calculating and realistic they are with their money. His continued attention would be on family matters. His family gives him a lift in terms of ego and self-worth. It demonstrates that the father is the family's top authority. It also demonstrates how difficult father's life was, with many challenges. Now, let's talk about what your chart indicates if the Sun is in a Leo Ascendant's third house. A lack of confidence will characterize this person's first half of life for the most part. He will always feel that the rewards for his work weren't fair. Additionally, he would feel that his younger siblings are not very helpful. In this scenario, a person won't enter the business world until their 30s. When their third house is a Apache house starts producing positive outcomes, father-son relationships could suffer. Now, let's talk about what your chart indicates if the Sun is in a Leo Ascendant's fourth house. This circumstance has the potential to be wonderful or disastrous. It demonstrates how someone can take their entire identity from their mother while yet having a transforming relationship with her, demonstrating that sometimes they are truly excellent and other times they are not. It implies that someone wishes to work from home or a private office for their job. Additionally, it demonstrates a political and governmental figure. It demonstrates that the mother is assuming the difficult position of being the children's father. Next, let's talk about what your chart indicates if the Sun is in a Leo Ascendant's fifth house. Given that Sagittarius is the sign of higher study and wisdom, this position has the potential to actually make someone more interested in education. These people aspire to pursue higher education. Their profession will probably also be in the sphere of education. As a result, a person's early 20s may not be marked by a fruitful love life or a timely pregnancy. Now let's talk about what your chart indicates if the Sun is in the sixth house of a Leo Ascendant. This represents a government official who mediates conflicts between the government and the general public. From this stance, a government lawyer or any lawyer is visible, as the Sun stands for health. A government doctor is also depicted. It also implies that the native's father may possibly work for the government. These people boost their pride and sense of self by eliminating their adversaries. Now, let's talk about what your chart indicates if the Sun is in a Leo Ascendant's seventh house. Here, this position frequently causes ego conflicts between couples because the Sun is essentially a king and there is no kinghood in a relationship. A person needs to put their ego aside and accommodate to others. Here, things get difficult for the Sun since ego is everything. Therefore, This posture actually depicts a person who is struggling to fit in with others. In order for these people to get along, ego letting is essential. Now, let's talk about what your chart indicates if the sun is in a Leo ascendant's 8th house. One who holds this post may be employed by the secret services. It depicts a person who occasionally deals with changes in his ego and self esteem. It reveals whether a person's parent is a cult field or through multiple transformations. However, because the sun is in the amiable sign of Pisces, a person will be able to overcome any unpleasant circumstance. Undoubtedly, the individual is pursuing an occult career and the locals are quite spiritual. Now, let's talk about what your chart indicates if the sun is in a Leo ascendant's 9th house. This person will spend their entire lives traveling large distances and meeting people from other cultures. He would be regarded as a knowledgeable somebody with almost guru like stature. People won't engage in pointless arguments over whose religion is superior since the sun is exalted. They will respect the contributions made by their father, gurus, and any higher education they may have acquired from them. The father becomes the most significant person in one's life. Now, let's talk about what your chart indicates if the sun is in a Leo ascendant's 10th house. His career clearly demonstrates a person who is highly authoritative. His character is extremely similar to that of his father. By being in this position, the person will become an authority in his profession. He can now hold this position in the government, politics, courts, or prisons. He will have power over others wherever he is employed. This person excels in his profession. It also demonstrates how his father served as a mentor for him professionally. Now, let's talk about what your chart indicates if the sun is in a Leo ascendant's 11th house. It depicts a person who benefits much from his father and other powerful figures. They communicate frequently with their friends and network groups. It demonstrates someone with experience working for large organizations and achieving positions of influence through communication. Now, let's talk about what your chart indicates if the sun is in a Leo ascendant's 12th house. It depicts a person who relocates to a distant country due to his parent, his employment, or his career. Additionally, it demonstrates that someone has a government job abroad. Moving to foreign countries will have positive effects because the sun is in the favorable sign of Cancer. It demonstrates an extremely sensitive personality. It is simple to show a doctor. I appreciate you watching this video and I hope you learned something new today.